Solve the equation shown. Enter the exact answer or answers in increasing order, separated by a comma. So we have x to the third equals 67. So some number times itself 3 times makes 67. And we want to find out what it is. So the way you find that is you're going to do the cube root of both sides. So the cube root of x to the third equals cube root of 67. And it's a cube root, there are no answers, so we're going to cross that out. And we don't really need to worry about this separated by a comma or the increasing order. We just have to worry about the exact answer. So the cube root of x to the third simplifies to x, and then that equals the cube root of 67. So that's our exact answer, cube root of 67. So how do you enter that into the lesson? Well, I'll show you a little trick. Let's put x equals first. And then there's no cube root button on here, but what you can do is you can use this x to the third power to make a small 3 and then hit the square root button. See how that kind of looks like the cube root? So that'll work just fine. And then 67. So here we have x equals the cube root of 67. So let's look at that decimal on the calculator just to get a better idea of what we're dealing with here. So the cube root of 67, 4.0615, and so on and so forth. So it's between 4 and 4.1, just about 4. And that should make sense because 4 times 4 times 4 makes 64. 67 is just slightly larger than that. So I'm going to show you, what if you do 4.06 times 4.06 times 4.06? You get 66.923 and so on and so forth, which is pretty close to 67, but not exact. Now this cube root of 67 is an irrational number. You actually can't write a decimal that'll multiply by itself to make exactly 67. I mean, you could even get so close that it looks like it on the calculator because you run out of decimal places. It'll round automatically to 67. But that really doesn't mean it's equal. It's just close enough so that the calculator can't even tell the difference. But this cube root of 67 is irrational.